2 minutes past 4 pano Makhado FM 107.3 sazonda ba prophecy sazone hai nendo vena veni vanga pano woto swika uzwakuti pano ndoni zakhasho ndibona vone va banki kana va diviza ndikatori mini under the organization here. So can you please introduce yourself to our listeners at home?
Okay, my name is Sagwadi Clarence Majoko from Ilim, which is here in Limpopo. Yeah, I'm also the founder and the director of Tsonga Chronicles. Yeah, that's me.
Well, I'm Shalala Patience Mange from Butterfall. I'm one of the actresses.
All right, okay. So Tsonga Chronicles, what is Tsonga Chronicles?
So Tsonga Chronicles is an amazing organization that was founded last year, 2020, in June. Yeah, actually it's weird. So way back I had started an organization called It was called Fumbisa Shaka. So its aim and motives were to promote the culture, the traditions, and the way of the Tsonga people. But because of financial constraints and sponsors pulling off during the last minutes, so Fumbisa Shaka had to collapse.
Okay.
So then last year, when COVID came about, so mind you, I actually studied film at Cape Peninsula University of Technology. So I came back from Cape Town last year, March. So when COVID was, the lockdown, when it was hitting hard on me, and I was home, after I spent 2 months home, I was like, I can't take this anymore. I started jotting a few ideas down, writing stories. Then June, I was like, I need to film something. I need to make stories. So I saw an opportunity, called a few friends of mine who were interested in the idea of acting. Then June, Tsonga Chronicles was born. Yeah, and we started making movies. Yeah, so that's basically us. That's basically what we do. Tsonga Chronicles, we make movies in Xitsonga, of which its aim is to promote the culture, to promote the language, because if you see on TV, there isn't really much Xitsonga content right now. So we are one of the few people in the country who are currently making Xitsonga content movies, if I may say. Yeah, and of which we are 11 months old. We are celebrating a year old in June. Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about the actors.
Okay, well, we are 27 actors. Tsonga Chronicles, yeah, isharp ngamanda body. Like, the actors, they are kona like you got ku nghena ka character leyi director va hi nyikaku yona hi kota ku twisisa language leyi a hi nyikaku yona and vana a hi nyike opportunity ya kahle for munhu loyi a nga ya a Cape a ya dyondza for film and stuff a ta tshama kwele a kurisa vanhu va le but then yena u vone opportunity ya ku kurisa vanhu va le kaya a vitana hina vana va le kaya va le kusuhi. For me myself, like leswi nga joinisa swona Tsonga Chronicles, I was just passing by. Then you compliment, okay, I saw the first film, like, it's good, and then, like, when recruited that way. And then, yeah, after the main character, new flow, and that's how I joined. So, yeah, the actors that's on the Chronicles, that's this project, and we are willing to give it our all so we can go far.
Now I'm very curious. Did you do or did you study acting?
No. We didn't.
That is so awesome.
Acting, actors dying, but and it is so fix like for me, I'm still nina that gift actor or talent. Mara, yeah, no ukote kubona, leswi swi nga ka mina ni nga swi tivi, afika swi reveal. For instance, loko funny actor, there's no script. This is what you're going to do, and then you come up with your own words. So far as I'm still mara because he believes in us.
So I'm guessing you're the director.
Yes.
You are you're able to see potential in people.
Yeah, because it's the way I was actually actually taught to see potential in people. I started doing what I do in 2014, so in Cape Town. So I met a lot of people, including the likes of Cindy Taylor. She taught me a lot of things, and my best friend Richard. I learned a lot of things from them. So they taught me a lot of skills that I know right now. Yeah. So they you know. When we go to events, we go to places, they would literally put me on a spot. They would give me a brief, do this. Then I'll quickly, think, how do I do this? How do I do that? And even with my actors, I don't really spoon feed them. I put them in a spot where I make them aware that, hey, you have potential. You can do it. I don't want them to be too reliant on me, but I want them to, find it in their hearts that they are actors and they can do it, to be confident. Yeah, and they've been doing just so, because last year on the 5th of December, which is an amazing project that we'll be doing annually, we I must say, we hosted the first film festival at Elim, the first film festival. It was massive on the 5th of December. People came in numbers, although it was raining the whole day, but people did come. So we were also planning to host another film festival this year, 2021, December, where we're also planning for people to come. So the actors, they doing it. None of them has acting background.
Yeah.
When I met, actually over the months, I've received more than 200, 300 texts and calls from people saying, hey, some of them are from Gauteng, Mpumalanga, saying, hey, we saw your work, would like to come and act. Then I'm like, we're in Limpopo, how are you going to get here? By people are loving our work. So, but people normally call praising the actors. Then they ask, how do you do it? And I tell them, when an actor come, join us, I normally, groom them and, give them direction the way I was taught. I give them, and they cooperate a lot, really pay attention really well to the direction. And I spend months for some of the projects that you will see online, the likes of Nyeleti. I spend months, drafting plans on them. But then we get to shoot, and people only see the final project.
Final one,
But we spend months working on it, editing it and filming it. It's really fun to do.
So the question is, where can one see them? Okay, how many movies have you guys done?
We've made 6 films.
Okay, 6.
Yeah, we've done 2 inspirational films. Some may call it drama, which is Nyeleti 1 and 2. Nsalala is one of the actresses in Nyeleti 2. Because when we did Nyeleti 1, she wasn't yet there. We also made Nchavseki 1 and 2, which is comedy. We also did Awuyakui 1 and 2, which is horror. So the reason you will realize that is different genres.
Yes.
So the reason why I planned it this way was for different people. Some people like comedy. Some people like scary stuff. Our horror films were recognized nationally, with people calling them the first horror film came out. People were getting excited. Hey, this is scary. We've never seen a horror film from Limpopo. So we're raising the bar. And we still have even more projects and movies to shoot this year.
But I think you forgot to mention that it was the first Tsonga horror movie.
It was the first Tsonga horror film. It was. People love it a lot. Yeah.
So then how can one get to see the movies?
So our movies are on YouTube, on our YouTube channel, Tsonga Chronicles. Yeah, it's there. We have a lot of subscribers, and we do ask people at home to subscribe. Tsonga Chronicles films. You can also check out, if you type Nyeleti on Chafseki or Awuyakui, it can pop up. But our YouTube channel is Tsonga Chronicles.
All right, so there's an award. I had an award
Yes.
somewhere. So can you please tell us more about this award?
I'm still excited for the award. A month or 2 ago, I was nominated for an award by Butibi Nengovela. There's a massive organization ran by Tsakani Mkari, if I'm not mistaken, called Hope Givers Foundation and Raising Legends. So they recognize, their aim is to recognize young men who are doing amazing things for their communities. So they recognized our work as well. So I was nominated, and then people had to vote. So I got a lot of votes. My community supported me a lot. Throughout the month, people kept on voting almost every day, and then we won the award. We made number 1, which has been celebrated throughout the country. I've been receiving messages every day, people saying, "Wow." So the event was hosted on the 1st of May 2021 at Meropa Casino, Polokwane, this year. It was a massive event attended by the likes of Mr. Jerry Mufukeng, who's one of the actors on Scandal, the likes of Brian Temba, to mention a few of the attendees. It was beautiful. For us to be put at a place where we're recognized for the work we're doing for the community. Because we when we meet as a team, not only are we making these films for entertainment or because we're bored, you realize that in all our films we tackle the topic or the issue around gender-based violence. All our movies, all 6 of them, are actually centered around gender-based violence. The horror movies are centered around bullying, centered around domestic abuse, the violence. So it's centered around that, and we putting it out there in Tsonga, because people always hear about gender-based violence in English. It doesn't really leave an impact in the heart, but when it's spoken about in your language, then you get to understand what it is, and we get to talk about issues as to how people can tackle it and deal with it.
All right. So I tend to have a lot of questions when I hear what you're saying, and now a question would be: are you willing in the future to maybe do other types of genres, like maybe sci-fi, Tsonga sci-fi movies in the making?
That is in the works, actually. This year alone, we have 6 more films that we still need to shoot. Last year we shot 6. We need to shoot 6 this year. So we are working on a Tsonga Chronicles sci-fi movie, which, although a sci-fi movie will take a long time to produce, but we are working on that. We're also working on a bit of a romantic movie. There isn't really much romantic movies out there, but a romantic movie for the romantic crowd, because people Valentine's Day watch a romantic movie. So we want to we're working on that. Different, because we want to make different genres to accommodate even a huge crowd. We're working on that.
So looking at the fact that Tsonga Chronicles was formed during let's just say the midst, or when the COVID-19 was really hitting us hard, lockdown was there, what kind of precautions, or how was it when you guys had to film during that time when everybody was social distancing, wearing masks? How was it?
It was not easy. It was tough. I'll tell you, it was difficult shooting in that conditions, because what I would do, what I was taught, there's something called a call sheet. So normally when we go on set to shoot, it wouldn't normally be everyone. I would just call a few actors. Hey, today we'll be shooting scene 1 and 2. Then we'd only focus on those actors. Tomorrow we'll be shooting scene 3 and 4. Sometimes we'll jump if I end up having shots in 17. Just to make sure we shoot everything. But we would always have masks, and when we not on set, of course. But we'll always keep a small number. But it wasn't easy. Another thing, it was challenging as well for the attendance when we did the event that I spoke about on the 5th of December last year, because at that time they had mentioned that the number can't be more than 100. But thankfully 80 people came, which was a huge success, because we thought 30 people would come. When we opened the gate, started the movie, 80 people came. We were like, wow, that is a success. So it wasn't easy, but now that the rules and the regulations are being eased off, I think it will be beneficial for us.
So Patience, now how was it for you to join an acting crew or maybe Tsonga Chronicles during COVID-19? I know back then everything we were all scared. We were all scared to do this thing. How was it for you during that time, your pandemic?
As not easy because naloko nisuka kaya ni kunya ku acting ako ba nyimpi loko tawiya na COVID and stuff mara hi mhaka ku mina a ni ri na passion ni vona na and loko ni ri le na enjoy swinene so a ni nga voni ku ri na lexi xi ta ni yimisa a ni famba loko va ta ya va hi caca swi hela.
So then how does it feel being a celebrity? Obviously.
Well, I can say good. Okay, yeah, like I stage relationship with celebrity because like uko famba molweni want afika ko yeah, inokubonika YouTube. So senda ku sometimes loko kube umunhu leya wa ku va shy kumbe wa ku va unga rhandzi ku vulavula na vanhu so ku endla so over relaxed u kota ku vulavula na vanhu interact because vanhu va ta ku rude se va nga ha rhandzi ntirho wa n'wina.
So what would you advise for someone that likes or aspires to be an actor but just doesn't know how? For someone like you who actually didn't study it but is doing so well in this field, what would you advise someone?
Ni nga advise ako if loko akuma that opportunity a ri willing ku dyondza a ti nyiketela like fully a pay attention more xa nkoka I discipline. Yeah, because na ku ti nyiketela like u ti byela ku ri leswi ni lavaka ku swi endla u fana na hina a hi na transport ya Tsonga Chronicles so hi suka Waterfall hi suka Elim hi famba hi milenge for distance ya maybe 1 hour walk ya Alemana ya shoota hi tlhe hi vuya hi milenge after shooting maybe ya 6 hours. So loko u prepared wa loloha you won't make it.
Okay, so she's actually mentioning some of the challenges that Tsonga Chronicles is experiencing. So it actually comes to my question: funding. Are you guys funded? What's happening? Or
Well, yeah, that is an interesting question because we fund ourselves.
Okay.
We every expense. So as the director and the producer, I have to make sure that everyone on set eat. I have to make sure that everyone on set get home safe and all those things. So we actually, everything that we spend on is out of our own pockets. There's makeup involved, a lot of makeup. When you watch our horror movie, there's makeup. There's a lot. We just set aside a day. We go buy. We at the moment we're funding. We use the little resources that we have. There's if people could watch the behind the scenes of our horror films, you think it's a set maybe from USA. The reason why I say this, there's some scenes where someone is falling from a huge stairway to the ground. But as a director, I had to think, how can I make someone to fall from that height to the ground, not getting hurt? So we sit down, think, it's not easy getting resources. So I ask, hey, does anyone have a sponge at home? So that's the kind of stuff that we do. We have a WhatsApp group where we just ask each other, does someone have a sponge? Then I quickly think, how can, we just transport the sponge, put it on the floor, then the person falls on the floor. According to this other scene, look at the horror film. Then we had to buy the chicken feet, you understand? So we just put money together, we buy stuff, most of the stuff that we need. But just like now, we're making means to buy the t-shirts. When it comes to the event that we hosted last year, we had to put money to do that. So at the moment we're funding ourselves, but we hope, pray and wish, because this is contributing to the heritage side of our country, to the sports, arts and culture industry. We hope, pray and wish that we get funding. If a lot of parents came to me directly thanking me, saying, especially last year when the students were not going to school as often, they came to me directly thanking me, saying, Clarence, you're doing an amazing job. Our kids would have been lingering in the streets doing nothing because they're bored, they don't have anything to do, but you're doing something to keep them busy and they're learning a lot. you know, so that was amazing for me. Yeah, but with regards to funding, I really, really hope and pray, you know, if we could get a bigger laptop or we have a small laptop right now. If we could get a bigger one, who knows what kind of amazing work we could do. We have a smaller camera. If we could get a bigger one, who knows the kind of amazing work we could do.
The possibilities out there.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's 22 minutes past 4, but on Makhado FM 107.3, and I really have to take an ad break before reaching wrap up. Hey interview.